Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for our Q&A. I tried to go live earlier and I apologize for the technical difficulties. If you were live on that stream, I'm so sorry. There was an issue with the audio. If you're joining live, can you just let me know if the audio is working this time? That would be so appreciated. Thank you so much. If you're new here, my name is Molly. I'm a registered dietitian, founder of Flora, and a leader in nutrition for acid reflux, GERD, and LPR. Again, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Today, I'm going to be answering all of your questions about our new reflux supplement, Sequoia Soothe. This supplement I have been working on for years. It is literally everything that I wish I had during my healing journey, and I am so thrilled to share it with you today. So welcome. Let me know where you're joining from, and let me know. Awesome. Thanks so much, Paradise Dusau. Thanks for letting me know you can hear me. Okay, so this supplement in a nutshell is all of the ingredients that we use most frequently at Flora Nutrition. And it is at the right dosages in the right forms. That's the really key thing, because there's a lot of supplements on the market that might have some of the same ingredients, but they don't have the right potency. And so this is professional grade. This is in the right dosages for what you need in terms of throat soothing, esophageal soothing, and stomach lining support. So let's dive into our first question about Sequoia Soothe. What are the ingredients and what is the intended use? The ingredients are, per serving, 1,000 milligrams of slippery elm, 300 milligrams of deglycyrrhizated licorice root, DGL, 15 grams of zinc carnosine, and 15 milligrams of zinc carnosine and 2.5 grams of L-glutamine. All of these ingredients work synergistically to help with throat irritation, esophageal irritation, and really soothing the tissues of our gut and digestive system and our throat to help you find relief from digestive symptoms like reflux. And my biggest thing with good question about what do you mix it with. I'll explain how to take it in just a moment. My big problem with a lot of reflux supplements on the market is that they have a ton of additives. So there's no other additives in here, no fillers, no flavors, no lemon, no any additive things that I thought could be potentially irritating. So it's just the pure raw ingredients that your body really loves and have helped our clients so much. These are things that previously, before Sequoia Soothe, all our clients had to take separately. And when you take them separately, it can be really expensive. It can be upwards of $200 a month to take all of these things separately. So everything that we use most frequently in one supported bottle. And the second question we got is intended use. So its intended use is to soothe, soothing throat irritation, soothing esophageal pain, irritation, also gastritis, like gut lining, and intestinal permeability. Supports intestinal permeability with zinc carnosine and L-glutamine. It is going to be available in the UK. It's going to be shipped worldwide. So very exciting. Who should take it? Those who are struggling with symptoms of the throat, esophagus, LPR, GERD, acid reflux. Those people, this is really created for you. This is created for you because I suffered with GERD myself and I use these ingredients and they have been massively helpful for me and hundreds of our clients as well. Okay, how is it different from other supplements? Like I said, this is professional grade. The ingredients in Sequoia Soothe are in the right dosages to really get a therapeutic benefit. There's a really common supplement for GI health that has like 200 milligrams of slippery elm. That does nothing. 200 milligrams of slippery elm does nothing. Like, you need to be taking these things at the right dosages to really get any therapeutic benefit. So this has, again, 1,000 milligrams of slippery elm per dose, so that you're really actually going to benefit from it. And so you don't spend all this money on supplements and to not take enough so you don't see the benefit. That's really frustrating. Okay, how do you take it? So we recommend taking this 30 to 60 minutes before a meal or a snack. So it's best taken a little bit before eating so that when you take it, your tissues are very soothed and helps you prevent irritation. We don't recommend taking it right with your meal because slippery elm might bind to certain vitamins and minerals when taken directly with food. So we want to make sure you're taking it before food or maybe an hour and a half after. Um, just reading the questions that are coming in. Yeah. So, what's good? Bud is asking about a supplement called GI Soothe. It only has 225 milligrams of DGL, and it only has 250 milligrams of slippery elm extract. I don't think that is enough. Again, I don't think that's enough to be therapeutic. This is 1,000 milligrams of slippery elm and 300 milligrams of DGL. So I think that's a better dosage, and we recommend it about 1 to 2 times a day, depending on the person. But yes, so this supplement is going to be best taken on an empty stomach. And you might be wondering, if I take a PPI before my breakfast and my dinner, when would I take this? If you do take a PPI, you just wouldn't take it at that exact time. You wouldn't take them together. So you might take your PPI at your normal time, and you could take this before lunch, before a snack, or maybe an hour and a half after a meal when you're done with your meal. So that's a really good question about the PPIs. And personally, for me, slippery elm has been was massively helpful in my journey in slowly weaning off of PPIs. Not that I'm recommending anyone do that without talking to their doctor, and I'm not recommending this as a replacement for PPIs, but it was massively helpful in my goal of slowly coming off my PPIs. Okay. Do you take this daily or as needed? So for those that are actively suffering with a lot of throat, esophageal symptoms, stomach pain, you might be doing this daily for an 8 to 12 week period or longer during your healing phase. And then once you're feeling better, you can transition to as needed. So it really kind of depends on the person, but it could be both. I actually took this recently as needed because I was coming down with a cold and my throat was so irritated and inflamed, and it helped a lot. And the zinc boosted my immune system, helps strengthen my gut lining. That's another benefit of the L-glutamine and the zinc, is that gut lining, intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut. It really helps to prevent that and support intestinal health and strength. Okay, what is the form? It is a powder, and that is because you really need the slippery elm and the DGL in the powdered form. So you need these to be touching your throat to really make contact and help soothe the throat and the esophagus. If you're taking slippery elm in a capsule, it's not really going to help your throat or esophagus. How do you take it with a PPI or with reflux raft or with alginate? So alginates are taken directly after your meals. So this wouldn't be directly after a meal. This would be, again, 30 to 60 minutes before a meal, or or about 1 hour after eating. So you wouldn't take it at the same time. It does not work the same as an alginate. Alginates create that like little gel raft at the top of the stomach. This doesn't do that. This is more for soothing, reducing inflammation, supporting the strength of your gut lining. So you could still take your reflux raft or your alginate, your Gaviscon, whatever it is you're taking after meals. This would be for a different use. And then with a PPI, we already talked about that. You wouldn't take them at the exact same time, but you would take it at another meal or eating opportunity or in between meals. Okay. It does not replace alginates because it does not create that barrier. It is, again, for soothing. It will not have any lemon or reflux triggers, no additives, no flavors, no fillers. It's just the pure raw ingredients that your throat and esophagus can really use to heal and soothe. Is it safe in pregnancy? No, I don't recommend taking this in pregnancy or breastfeeding because these ingredients have not been studied in those populations. So I would not recommend it then. Will it be helpful for gastroparesis? So gastroparesis, sometimes a side effect can be throat irritation and esophageal irritation. So in that context, it might be helpful for those symptoms. Price. Per bottle, it will be $59.99 US dollars. And if you subscribe monthly, it's $53.99. This is actually an amazing price for all of these ingredients at this dosage. So we have to remember that if you bought all of these ingredients separately, it would be like $200 for all the zinc, L-glutamine, DGL, slippery elm, and you have it in one convenient thing in the right dosages. So it does actually save a lot of money versus buying all these things separately. Will it be shipping to Canada and the Middle East? Yes, this will be shipping worldwide. So very excited about this. Thank you all so much for bearing with me. A couple questions came in. Is there a long-term side effect? No known long-term side effects. These things I've used with my clients for years and years. I have used them on and off when I needed them. And so there's no long-term side effects. There is no like monthly maximum of how long you can use it. Generally, though, we're using this for about 16 weeks, or 8 to 16 weeks, generally as a range. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Really great questions, guys. Will this eliminate PPIs? So, good question. This is not a replacement for medication. So, never go off of medication without talking to your doctor first. But when we have had reflux for a long time, one thing that PPIs don't necessarily address is like actually soothing those tissues. So, this can be really helpful to reduce symptoms to get you to a place where we could maybe talk to your doctor about approaching that weaning process. So, we help our clients a lot weaning off of PPIs, and these are some of the ingredients that we'll use to help with that. We always need the doctor's approval before we do that process. Awesome, guys. I'm going to put the link to join our wait list. So we do have a wait list for those who want to pre-order the supplement. I only have 2,000 bottles coming. So if you want to be on the list that gets notified first for pre-orders, I know it's going to go fast. So I just dropped the link to join the pre-order wait list down below. It's also in the description of this video if you're rewatching this. So if you join this list, you will be notified first when the pre-order link comes out in the next couple of weeks. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'm so excited, and I'm thrilled that you guys are excited. Guyland, it's going to be available in the next month. I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks, but definitely in the next month. And yes, it's very exciting. Thank you all for your support. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out via email. I will drop my email here as well. And yes, feel free to, if you have any other questions I didn't get to, feel free to let me know. One more question about the supplement came in. I think I have LPR. Will this help with pepsin, mucus, and globus sensation? Yes, so many of our clients are dealing with LPR and mucus and the globus sensation. And that is from inflammation, from reflux, from LPR. And so this is helping to reduce inflammation and soothe. So yes, this would be an amazing thing for you to try. All right, my friends, take care, and I will see you at our next Q&A.